Hello guys, and welcome back to the cave. As you can see, I've done something different yet again. I have a table in front of me, and I'll tell you why. Lately I've been watching a lot of other YouTubers that unbox Funko, or action figures, or even Legos, and a lot of times they simply sit down in front of a table and unbox it and show it off. So I figured I'd grab my band's merch table and borrow it since we don't have a show for a couple weeks now, and it's the perfect size, so I thought I'd do a little unboxing for you guys, yet again. I ended up going down to Heath the past 2 days, once with my mother to meet up with some relatives so that they could go shopping, and I kind of went off on my own and looked at a couple stores. And then I went back today with a friend who actually brought me something that I've mentioned in a previous video, so I thought I'd unbox that too. Y'all aren't ready for this wild haul I've had over the past 2 days. So that being said, we'll start chronologically with prequel pops, original trilogy, and then sequel trilogy, because I've got something from each era for everyone to enjoy. So first up, we've got the Walgreens Commander Cody. Ended up finding one. Total luck of the draw as opposed to getting it online, which was wild, so we'll go ahead and box this little guy and set him out here so you guys can actually see him. Thank God for jump cuts, because this would take forever. I haven't even actually unboxed this guy yet, so what can I say? It's an incredible pop. Everyone else that I know seems to have a very strong opinion about the prequels. I like them just because they're Star Wars. And if you want to come at me with pitchforks and torches, then go for it. I'm okay with it. But if you look at this little guy, tremendous detailing on the armor and helmet, and you can even see he's holding a little hologram of Palpatine about to give Order 66. Yeah, it's just a really fantastic pop, and I'm really stoked to have this in the collection. I'm still working on prequel pops, considering that there really aren't that many as is. If you haven't checked out my Smuggler's Bounty Jedi Crate video yet, you can click on that under my list of videos, and I've got a couple other prequel pops with that you can take a look at. So, yeah, this pop turned out really well, and I'm really excited that I could finally get my hands on one. Right, on to the original trilogy pops. So, the original trilogy pops I have are all from the same movie, so I'll display them as they showed up in the movie, which is Empire Strikes Back. First up, we've got the 219 Walgreens exclusive Wedge Antilles with Snowspeeder. I was absolutely stoked that they even had this in store. They had two, so I picked up this one for myself and another for a friend who was on the hunt for it. And yeah, let's get to it. You know, I just now recently started getting into the deluxe pops. Many of you that regularly watch know about the fiasco I had with the 40th anniversary Smuggler's Bounty Crate, but Funko was very gracious and, you know, fixed it right away. And there we go. It's got a nice little snowy display stand with Star Wars on it. The detailing on his helmet is just great. You can see the little gun turrets. He's got a little, it's hard to see because of the head, but he's got a joystick in there he's hanging on to. And there's the little gunner's position to take down the Imperial walkers. This is just an absolutely fantastic pop. I'm definitely hoping that they do more deluxe pops like this in the future. There's already been quite a handful of them, but I'd like to see them start doing a lot more sequel trilogy stuff, mainly because the only thing we've had so far is Rey with her speeder, and that's kind of a chore to get a hold of, so these are really cool to pick up when you find them. This is the first Movie Moments pop vinyl from Funko. It's a Walgreens exclusive, and it is the 226 Cloud City Duel. You have no idea how excited I was when I found this at the first Walgreens that my mom and I went to. And this had just come out too, not too long ago, so it was definitely a rare and wild find. Set the box off to the side. If you guys follow my collecting, or you know that I already have a Bespin version of Luke Skywalker. But this is cool because we've got Darth Vader and Luke in action poses on the little like catwalk thing, right before Luke, unfortunately, not only loses his hand, but finds out that his assailant is also his father. So, you know, this retails for $25, and that's normally kind of expensive, but considering it's a deluxe pop, and the detailing is so well done on it, it's definitely a nice find, and piece for a collection. Yeah, I won't spoil what the other movie moments are that are coming out, but I will say that they are from A New Hope, and they're really cool, and I hope to snag a couple more of them once they come out. Yeah, I don't have too wide of a collection from Empire Strikes Back, but this is definitely the flagship piece of that collection. Well, it's between this and the Celebration exclusive Princess Leia, but... So, that's the Cloud City Dual Pop from the new Star Wars movie moments from Funko, and let's go ahead and move on to the last original trilogy pop. This last original trilogy pop was kind of a random find. Went to Toys R Us today while out hunting with my good friend Cody, and saw this. Wasn't planning on originally picking it up for New York Comic Con, but I happened to run across it. And if you guys follow my channel at all, you know I'm very involved in different Funko groups, and a very good friend of mine, Blau, who's in Puerto Rico right now, ended up PayPaling me the money to get this one as a gift. As many of you know, with certain items, say for example like Walmart, you can get most items online shipped to down there, but unfortunately Funko do not qualify for that. So when it comes down to getting like Walmart exclusives or something, you either can't get it shipped there, or you have to pay an arm and a leg to get it shipped there. So as opposed to paying between $20 and $30 to get a $10 bobblehead shipped to her, she generally just PayPals me money for exclusives, and I can pick them up and either get them shipped to my house for free or for like $4 or less, and it makes it a whole lot easier to put together a box and send it to her. And you can't see it off camera, but I've got a little pile accumulating of things to send to her. So again, thank you so much for this wonderful gift. You really didn't have to do it, and I promise I'm going to get you back and find a nice exclusive to send to you. So shout out to her for that. And that being said, here is the 213 NYCC shared exclusive of Boba Fett and his Slave One. Now, I'm normally not too big into collecting the deluxe pops yet. I know there's a lot of like pop figures that are much larger, like the Balrog from Lord of the Rings, but lately I've been collecting these deluxe Star Wars pops, and a lot of people got butthurt over the design of this thing, yet they still go out and buy it, so shut up. So as you can see here, the landing platform itself is on Bespin, and the detailing on the Slave One itself is great. The wings, the little turrets, and then you've got Boba himself in the little cockpit area with a joystick and his control pad, and the detailing on his armor just looks great, and his head really likes to bobble. This is definitely another great piece from my Empire Strikes Back portion of my Star Wars collection for Funko. It's just, there's nothing really more I can add to it. It's just another terrific piece. The deluxe pops coming out for that movie, just the other two that I've shown, are just all wonderful. Really excited on this piece to have it in the collection. And I'm really excited to see what else they do for deluxe pops like this, because we've gotten some from a couple other movies, mainly in the original trilogy, and I'd like to see what they do with the sequel trilogy. That being said, let's move on to the sequel trilogy pops I have today. So, as I mentioned, my good friend Cody was in town visiting and we went down to look at stuff. And I'd mentioned in my Force Friday 2 haul that he had picked up something for me. And as you can probably guess, it's another Porg. So, Cody had gone out later in the day. I had gotten up really early to go down and hunt because the nearest good stores from me were like an hour away. Cody was down at Target and he saw 2 of these exclusive Porgs, so he asked me if I wanted him to pick up an extra one to give to me, which I jumped on that because I didn't see any at Target when I went down to Columbus. And to be honest, I still have yet to see one of these in store for myself, and he hasn't seen one since, so good call. So this puts me up to 4 out of the 5 Porgs that have come out for Funko so far. And I really like this variation because he's got his little wings open and they're flapping and stuff, and the paint job just looks really nice on it. A lot of people already hate Porgs. A lot of people already love Porgs. I fall on the side of loving them just because I love penguins and puffins, and these little dudes are like the puffins of the Star Wars universe. So let's settle this in the comments. Are you pro-Porg or anti-Porg? You get bonus points if you're pro-Porg. So it's just a really nice piece to add to the collection. Like I said, I'm 1 Porg away from having all the Porgs so far and completing the Last Jedi set as of now. Which brings me to the last pop of this haul. We have the Box Lunch exclusive Chrome BB-9E. There's really not too much different about this compared to the standard one. I kind of view it much like the regular and Chrome Death Troopers from Rogue One, but they're still really cool because of the paint job. You can see there, the chrome paint is just really nice. You kind of have to be careful because fingerprints will start showing up after a while. But it's just really nice to add to the collection and just get one step closer to having the full set. And with that being said, we've reached the end of today's video. Again, if you like anything that you've seen, smash that like button, and if you haven't subscribed already, please do and help me reach my goal of 50 subscribers as the next milestone. We'll see you right back here for the next video.